computer, sometimes it happens that your computer is remote and you want to access it, but as a project you don't want to configure it as a direct Python interpreter, because it is not a Python programming, but you need some time to really just work on like robotics or some other project which doesn't require directly Python implementation, but you need to sync your file with your remote computer and your local computer. That's what happens sometime. So let's see that how we can really do this. So first of all, for that we need to create a new project, and this project must be on your local file. For the sake of simplicity, we can just give the path of your local project, but make sure that your project which is actually remote has same name on your local file system. So I am gonna just show you in a while. You can just hit here this thing here. We are inside the, actually what we can do is that we can create a new folder here at some place, for example at PyCharm project or any other path. But let us create here new folder, PyCharm project, and inside PyCharm project we can create another folder which is getkin robox. This is the name of our project at remote. I can very quickly check this name, everything is right or not. For example, I can just SSH into my computer, and in SSH getkin robox is the right name, so I'm just using the SSH to make sure that what is the name of the project. Well, after that I can come here, keep everything but we can actually, previously we can add the interpreter which is at default. We don't need to really create a virtual environment because we are not doing actively we don't want to create this main script because we don't need it. We can just create and we can trust this window. Well, here is the getkin complete, and now the project is actually ready. But what we want to sync actually the local folder and your remote folder, and for that we can go to tools, and then we can go to deployment and configurations. In this configuration we can click here. So the SSH really work on FTPS, which is actually secured, and we can name it this server like our system is Jetson. I can say Jetson remote, Jetson remote. Okay, and here is the, we need 22 port actually. Here is the machine name. I need to quickly get the IP address. I can just go here, and in any window I can really see what is the if config, or I can really go to SSH and then SSH, and well, I have saved this already. I can really copy this thing here, paste this thing here, username, and I can save the password. This is my password here. Now actually the path, root path is already home. So first we can just test the connection, and then we can actually change it. If I hit on, sorry, we have chosen wrong configuration, so it is not FTPS but SFTPS. So FTPS is different, it is on port 21, but SFTP means that SSH file transfer protocol. So we need that. For this purpose we can add a new SSH configuration here. Here we can rename it whatever we want, but now we can really paste the remote computer name. We can say this, we can test the connection. Successfully connected, everything is good. We can just apply it here. We can hit OK, and now we can access our remote machine. Home is actually my root folder, or I can say that my Catkin workspace is my remote folder. Over the mapping, this is my local path, and very important that the remote path should look like this similar name. Again, we can come here, we can say home Jetson, and then I can say Catkin RoboX here. This should be the complete path. If I hit OK, it says OK. Great. I can just click here again, and it should actually land me there. I can see the files inside the folder. I can hit OK. So this is the mapping. So just mapping should be home Jetson and then Catkin RoboX. Right, so now we are on path. Our remote path is actually working, our SSH connection is working. Now what I can do is that I can download all the files from my remote machine to my local PC, so that I don't have to put screen on the remote computer, because it is attached to drone actually, and I cannot actually put the HDMI cable on my remote computers. That's why I need this. Go to tool, go to again the deployment here, and I can say upload download from Jetson remote. When I hit here, so as you can see, if there are multiple options beneath, we can actually see here that download from Jetson remote, downloading in process. Is actually trying to read. Here it says that SFTP and Jetson remote configuration deployment server. And one important thing I forget, or I have done not correct, is to go to configuration here. This root path means that what is the root path of your system, and you can leave this like this / because this is where root and then home started, so that it understands that what is your root path. So it actually in real term append this path, or really whatever path you have written here, and is trying to actually append this path or add this path to the existing path. So now we'll wait for time being for some time, and in meanwhile I can just really access my remote computer. Well, I'm here in remote computer, so I can say cd Catkin workspace pwd, and now you can see that this is my path what I have given there in my local machine. So good to go, and then we'll test in a short while that if connection is possible or not. So whenever actually you do this, everything gonna be copied back to here in your local machine, and you can easily browse your complete files. When it's finished, then it's all the files gonna appear up here in this local workspace always in PyCharm project Catkin RoboX, and then it is very easy for you to always edit the file and see the effect of your code on your remote. One important thing is that you hit the tool deployment and always hit this automatic upload button. I'm not right now activating this, but this is very important because then it's whatever you write or whatever you add in your local PC, it's gonna be automatically uploaded to your remote machine. In this way you don't have to hit the sync button, click button or upload button manually, which is here, but it's gonna automatically sync every time you whatever you add. It's instantly gonna access your remote machine and send this addition, insertion, or whatever you added this to your remote PC. And if you then execute the code locally from your local PC, you can easily work remotely. By local PC I mean that PC which is on same network. This is very important. And your Jetson or your PC which is remote is on your same network. By same network I mean that they are connected to the same Wi-Fi or via RJ45 LAN cable, whatever is the case for you, but they should sharing the same internet actually. So then if you're at home you can just do that. If you want to access this outside your network, then you really need to do a port forwarding. I will do a small tutorial sometime on how to configure the port forwarding so that you can access your PC which is sitting somewhere in your home network from outside. Wherever you are, you can always keep working on. Yeah, hopefully you enjoy this. Leave the comment section below if you have any, and if you can see that these much files have been transferred. Now I'm able to actually see everything. For example, if I really go here and I go to launch file, this is my launch file here, right? And I just can write a small comment to test if everything is working or not. I can put the exclamation mark and then I can say just for testing double dash, and it's gonna turn into the comment. I save this file. I first need to go to tool, go to deployment, automatically upload, open, and now testing and dot full stop, and then control S. The moment I have entered here control S, save, it's automatically actually upload the same file to my remote machine. Now let's see if something is happening on remote machine or not. I go here in this similar way. I can go to source, then I can go to the relevant path here, and I'm here. And if I really open this up with get gazebo, and there should be a new just for testing here. Okay, great. So that's all for now.